day 3, I think we continue to progress. Just, really, really looking for a high level of consistency in our mental approach, our mental preparation, and then our intensity on the practice field. And, being able to go right from, pre-practice, the stretch, and maintaining that level of intensity all the way through to whatever period we end. And I think that's kind of been work in progress, so to speak. But I thought today we took a step in the right direction. It was great to get the shoulder pads on so we can add now a little bit more level of physicality. But again, I think it's the work volume that we still have to continue to progress, and just the overall level of intensity of what it takes to play winning football, practice in, practice out, game in, game out. But, I challenged them today. I challenged our leadership. I put them in stressful situations, and for the most part, I thought they responded. But, every day is one day closer, and we have to come tomorrow. We have one more week of classes academically. We have to finish strong there. But now our bodies are starting to get sore, and this is now where the mental toughness, the grind of training camp is going to kick in. I'll answer any questions you may have.
Do you like starting practice with the one-on-one drills? Does that kind of set a really competitive tone?
I do. Sometimes if, I watch our demeanor, the way we approach the practice field, the look in our eyes, and if we need something to start off, something competitive, we do, or I'll find an individual that I don't think is really dialed in, and to shock them right there, put them in a competitive environment. The great thing is now they're all coming up to me and they're asking to be in those competitive situations. So I like to see that.
About the experience you had at safety. I'm just wondering, cornerback, it seems, 2 freshmen, second team. What's the situation look like there?
At quarterback?
At corner.
Work in progress. I'm really encouraged by Cam Sutton. He is going to add another dimension for us in the return game. He has a high level of consistency, but he wants to learn. He's like a sponge. He takes it in. Malik Foreman is progressing as well. But I think it's those, again, they're understanding the level of intensity, the preparation that it takes from the meetings to the classroom and coming out and playing a corner. You have to have a whole completely different mindset, everyone remembers a corner is when their backs and somebody's running away from them. So they have to have that mindset, that competitive edge on every single snap. And, when you throw a lot of it at, young individuals, this is only their 3rd practice in a college setting like this. But I'm encouraged by what I see with both of them.
Sort of touches on lack of experience overall at that position.
Well, it's a great concern. Also, let's forget really Riyad Jones is new in our system as well. Yeah, he's here for spring football, but he's learning. So, we have 3 brand new corners, and then, we do have competition at safety, but you can never have enough. For us to get our program back to where we need it to be is we have to have great depth at every single position.
Anything on Justin Barrett's status?
Continues to progress. It's the same circumstances, same issues that he's had in the past. It's his hamstring. So right now he's going through the rehabilitation process, and we have to make sure it's 100% before we put him back out in the field.
And there's no even loose timetable on that or understanding?
No, just, it's been an unfortunate injury that he's basically had since he's come here. And so, we're trying to do everything we can to get him back.
What's allowed Max Arnold to kind of keep hanging around in there and making plays, and people keep saying his name as a guy who's done some good things?
Persistence. Max Arnold is a young man who, has a high level of consistency, has shown great persistence, does everything that we ask of him. Well, we need a little bit more from him now from the special teams game. He needs to be an individual who, really makes an impact on our special teams. But Max does everything we ask of him. You only have to tell him one time, and he picks it up. He's in. Max brings a lot to the table.
Coach, you talked a lot about the punt return game in the spring. You guys did some return work today. What have you seen? Where some of the guys you're looking at punting your?
Well, I think the big thing is identifying who our punt returner is going to be, and we're no way, shape, form at all to really understand who our punt returner is right now. I think the addition of a lot of freshmen have really helped us. I mentioned Cam Sutton earlier. A lot of them, Ryan Jenkins, they have a skill set for it. So that'll be a competitive battle all the way up until the first game and throughout the course of the season. Devin Young has great experience in doing that. But again, it's a level of consistency, the way you catch the ball, reliability, and trust back there.
Coach, how competitive is the left guard situation with Marcus and Alex? If you anticipate whoever the loser is playing a lot regardless?
Well, it is. Yeah, you're right. You could never have enough O-linemen. And so they're going through a great competitive battle right now. But I've said it time in and time out, we need to develop depth in the offensive line. So, having those two battle it out is extremely healthy. But then, the freshmen, they're getting kind of thrown into the fire right away.
What about tight ends? We got junior college, Alex Ellis, top position. What do you like about the tight end position overall?
I think our tight end position is progressing. The addition of Woody Quinn has really helped that. He brings another level of competition. He's a gifted athlete. He's continuing to learn the physicality now of playing football, but he's extremely intelligent. Brendan Downs is an individual who continues to progress. I said it, I thought he had one of the better springs. Alex Ellis, which you just brought up. So I think there's a lot of competition. Joe Ayers, there's a lot of competition there. But I still think it's a level of physicality and consistency on a down-in and down-out basis that we're looking for.
Is that what you need to see out of them, more than playmaking ability?
Correct. Just consistency. And each individual has a different skill set, which lends itself very well to a position. So, because we like to flex our tight end out, but then they're attached, and they have to be a great blocker as well in the run game. So, all these individuals bring a different dynamic, but it's just a level of physicality and consistency that we need from that group.
Have you revisited the idea of playing A.J. Johnson on offense since the spring?
Well, I revisit it every day because he reminds me. That's something that as we continue to grow our goal line sets and all that, we will look to that. And that's still up for conversation because we do have some depth at those positions. But if anybody can help us in those situations, we're going to look to them.
And 3 different guys today doing interviews. The name that kept popping up was Marcus North. What has he done to kind of show early flashes?
Well, Marquez is still learning the little fine details of playing receiver play, breaking points, releases. And I think the big thing is stamina and endurance. But in 3 very short practices in a very small time, he has proven that he's going to be one of our playmakers. He's dynamic, he's strong, he's physical, he can run, and we need him offensively. But what you see is when your players bring him up, it's a level of respect right now that they have for him. He's extremely intelligent. He knows every single receiver position on the field already. And so we're very, very excited about him.